If you're scheduled to take your NCLEX exam soon, you need to watch this video. Some test takers have reported that their exams have gotten canceled, delayed testing dates, and just unexpected issues. And with the whole recent fraud situation that I talked about in this video, a lot of people are confused as far as what's going on right now. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what are some of the reasons that could be causing these exams to get canceled, what exactly you need to know, and how you can protect your test date. So let's go ahead and talk about it right now. Hi, my name is Nurse Chioma, and in my channel here, I help students like yourself to build confidence, pass your exams, pass your NCLEX exam, and also be successful in nursing school and beyond. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. All right, so let's get right into it. So what are some of the reasons that could be causing that could result in your test getting canceled? Now, there's actually a lot. Aside from the whole scandal situation that you've already heard about, there's a lot of things that could cause it to be canceled. So you want to just try to keep that in mind and not panic or freak out, okay? So a couple of things is that the testing center could have technical issues. There could be technical problems at the testing center. They could have staff shortages. There could be some type of weather emergency. They could have problems verifying your identity. They could have suspect that you're violating policy issues. And then also, like I said, if there's some type of fraud situation going on. So one thing that's happening a lot is that if you had an unusual increase in your exam score from the previous exam score, then that could cause them to cancel your exam after you've already taken it. Okay, and then there could be also scheduling errors or security concerns. All right, so let's get right into some of these reasons. Now, I know for a lot of people, these are the things that we're not thinking about. We're not thinking about, oh, they have staffing shortage or there's a technical issue. But these are things, practical things that can happen, especially in more like, I would say like remote areas where they may not have as convenient staffing or, just the different things that can arise. So like I mentioned earlier, there could be some type of technical issues, and as a result, that's the reason why they had to cancel your exam before you took it. All right. So this could be like, let's say today is Tuesday, and you're supposed to take your exam on Thursday, and then boom, oh, they canceled it. This is the reason why it could be. So those technicals, so they could have some type of technical issue. It could be a real weather emergency, which is rare, right? Weather or like outside factors. So that could look like, for example, if there's like a snow, like everybody snowed in or something. Then we had the whole COVID situation. That was a pandemic. So that really caused a lot of cancellations to happen abruptly because people were obviously getting sick, not just the test takers, but the actual people that have to proctor the exams. So these are all the different things. And then the identity situation. So the whole issue with the fraud situation right now that is going on in California, but I've seen some people say like, oh no, this has been going on for a while. It's not just California, it's across the country. So the thing about that is that the people that's getting canceled in those situations are repeat test takers. So that means that you took your test before in the past. Let's say you took your test, and of course, unfortunately, when you get your results, when you get the results and you don't pass, they do give you like your CPR report. So let's say you took that test, but they don't tell you like which questions you got right or wrong. Let's say you took that test last year, right? And you bombed the test. You did absolutely horrible. 3 months later, you come back, you take the NCLEX exam, and you get every single thing correct, right? Because of the unusually high increase in your score, they think that you are committing fraud, and so that's why they're canceling people's exams as well. Yes. So the repeat test taker right now is going to be more um, at risk than the first time test taker. Okay. And then, like I mentioned other as well, scheduling issues, security concerns. These are all situations that could result in you getting your test canceled. Now, what to do if it happens? Okay. So, like I said, let's not freak out. It's not the end of the world. Unless you really are committing fraud, then this video is not for you. Okay. So, if you really did pay somebody 1,000 or whatever amount of money to scam your way into nursing, then I'm sorry, but I hope your test gets canceled. Okay. I hope they find out about you, because what you're doing is wrong. Okay. It's wrong. So, but I'm talking about all the other people that have integrity and a conscience. So here's what you should do if your test gets canceled. The first and number one is you need to check your email immediately. Okay? So whether it's on your phone, your laptop, whatever, check your email immediately. Because many times, usually as soon as if your test get canceled, however you notified, check your email immediately, and there will be further instructions, further information to tell you about the issue. And then also log into your account. A lot of times on social media, people exaggerate and say that, oh, it's over, blah, blah, blah. But oftentimes your appointment is still active. Okay. So your appointment, everything is still active, even if they canceled it, if they canceled it. Okay. Then now what you're going to want to do is contact the support right away. So contact support and let them know your full name, your testing, the scheduled testing date that you're supposed to go for, your testing center, and then also your appointment ID, right? Give them all the information and contact them right away. And then from there, they can give you hopefully more instructions and more information as far as what happened, why they canceled it, and what you need to do. Now, I have heard of different people sharing with me that it is sometimes a challenge to get a hold of them with the customer support. It really depends on the state, the location, where you're calling from, etc. But contact them anyways. Don't give up. So that way it can be addressed immediately. All right. And stay encouraged. You may want to pull back from social media so you don't feel like it's the end of the world or something. If you're somebody that has, easily get anxiety issues, but everything is fine, right? As long as, like I said, you're not actually committing fraud, everything is fine. Okay. And then the last thing too is that if you need to pass your NCLEX exam and you're just still uncertain about if you're ready, because if it gets canceled and then you have to still take it, let's say 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, whatever, you should still keep studying up until that time. You want to make sure that you get enough rest the night before. So continue to keep studying up until that test date. So I do have a playbook. So I have my NCLEX playbook, which is pretty much a free guide I created. It's about 15 pages long. That's going to teach you and show you how to pass your exam faster, right? What you need to do, how, and it just breaks it down really smoothly, really well for you. So you can click below this video right now to go ahead and download it for free. And then if you need additional help to pass your exam, you can check below. We do have our 30 days NCLEX Bootcamp, which is literally how you're going to learn how to master your NCLEX exam in the next 30 days. All right. So comment below. Let me know if you found this video helpful, informative. If they did cancel your exam, we want to hear from you. Comment below where you're at in your journey. All right. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you the next time.